The Ruin DLC just had an absolutely massive leak that gives us a new official teaser for the DLC and 2 hidden release dates that could potentially reveal when Ruin will come out. Like the video if you're excited for the DLC, and as a reward, here's my dog with a tie. So basically, if you didn't know, when Security Breach was first being launched, after it got a few delays, on the date September 1st, Steel Wolf's website suddenly had gone down, and upon visiting their website a little bit later, the Security Breach icon on their page randomly started glitching out. However, upon clicking this link, we would be brought to a brand new site that we now know as securitybreachtv.com. This mysterious website at the time was relatively basic, however, underneath there were a ton of secret messages, such as if you tried to save the site's HTML, it would respond saying you cannot save this, and when hovering over different parts of the screen, other messages such as just a glitch, having fun, and stay hidden would show up, but otherwise it was useless. That is until the next week when the website would suddenly activate this red button on the bottom that, when pressing, would reveal a brand new series to FNAF fans called Freddy and Friends on Tour. This brand new show or mini-series at the time was a subliminal way to both buy time for the devs and also to hide some little teasers for when the game would finally end up releasing. Throughout the first Fazbear and Friends episode, for example, they showed off the staff bots among other things, and they would also show us a hinted release date of just the number 2, with then more and more Freddy and Friends on Tour episodes coming out throughout the next few weeks, usually releasing bi-weekly, slowly adding new teasers and secrets while also revealing more and more numbers of the hidden release date, all the way until October 19th, where the 4th Freddy and Friends on Tour episode / teasers were shown, and the mysterious date had suddenly became 1?1?21, where then the full release date would be revealed at the next PlayStation State of Play live stream, where following the website became entirely vacant, just as a milestone of the past. For over a year, it still had the 4th Freddy and Friends episode sitting there and all of the other different teasers, but after Security Breach released, there wasn't really anything that happened with the site, and after the miniseries ended, it didn't seem like there was anything they were going to do here ever again. However, that is until incredibly recently. See, the other day, news source Johnny Blocks tweeted out saying, "Security Breach TV is back. A Cam Station teaser was accidentally leaked as Steel Wolf Studios was updating the site, most likely for a full reveal soon, as the dates April 6th and April 13th could be found when hovering over the item. However, the page has since been reset to its previous appearance. News is coming soon." And below this tweet, we are given an image that looks like this. Now, I unfortunately missed this little teaser on the website for the mere minutes it showed up, but I was able to find some videos and other stuff online that showed up what the website looked like during this time, showing us some sort of portable camera system with a Freddy Fazbear's Pizzaplex logo bouncing all across the screen, sort of like what the now destroyed right monitor used to show in the original one. Now, I can't exactly tell what this little box with a monitor in it is, but we can sort of theorize, based on the name and the code being Cam Station, that this is some sort of monitor similar to what we use in the original games that potentially at some point could show up inside of the Pizzaplex or something like that. There's been a ton of imagery using monitors and cameras and stuff like that for the Ruin DLC, most prominently in their original and only teaser, where we see Gregory multiple times on the monitors appearing like there was a bunch of cameras somehow watching him wherever in the world he is in the abandoned Pizzaplex, and this new little teaser seems to be following in those footsteps pretty well. I've even seen a lot of people theorizing that this monitor could be a tease for an item actually in the game. Perhaps with the similarities to the monitors from the original FNAF, this could suggest, like Security Breach, there will be multiple callbacks to the original games where we get to look at different cameras with this exact item. We can see that this monitor system, wherever it is in some sort of suitcase, so clearly it's portable, and maybe instead of that annoying Faz watch, we could use this to search through the cameras of the game or something like that. Plus, in the Ruin DLC trailer, we actually get the chance to first see Gregory running away, where this could potentially be the box if you use your imagination enough, or more interestingly, we see some typed out text on this screen with him asking for help. Maybe he typed this message out on this keyboard, and this is going to be Gregory's way of communicating with us through the game. It's an interesting theory, but I can't exactly be sure. However, what's super interesting about this tease is, going back to Johnny Blocks' tweet, he said the dates April 6th and April 13th could be found when hovering over the item. And now this is where things start to get really interesting. Why in the world does April 6th and April 13th of all possible dates show up? Well, I have a couple different theories about what these dates could actually mean. The first theory, and the one one we'd all like in an ideal world is that both of these dates are for some kind of trailers or announcements that could give us more info on the brand new DLC. This is of course the most ideal scenario, and we've already gotten this one leaked teaser, so there's definitely some stuff in the vault for us to be seeing. However, I think the more likely theory is that if you look at the source code for the April 6th and April 13th days, you can actually find two separate new website links. The April 6th one shows the original leak with the logo bouncing around, and that's about it. However, the April 13th one shows the same exact image, but instead with an embedded video link on the screen, incredibly similar to the ones that we saw before for the Freddy and Friends web series on the original Security Breach TV website. Now, the embedded video itself is just one of the Freddy on Tour videos repeated, and it's nothing new. However, it shows us that they are at least testing trying to put new videos on the screen very similar to what we saw previously. However, what I gather from this information is that while for now, if you visit the Security Breach TV website today, it simply just shows you the original stuff from before, I wonder if maybe this leaked April 6th date could be the unveiling of this brand new teaser with the portable camera station starting something new for Ruin. And as for the second April 13th date, while we can't be for sure about the specifics since they are embedding some sort of YouTube video, it seems like Steelwool is going to be starting a brand new web series of some sorts. I don't know if that means they'll continue the Freddy on Tour stuff or will start something completely new, but whatever they do, I'm absolutely excited. The only thing I'm super confused about is how in the world did this leak? And why would they just have all of the release dates for this stuff sitting around on their website hidden inside little embeds? Well, if you ask me, in my opinion, I think that they honestly put up all of these leaks on their website intentionally for people to find and make videos on, like what we're literally doing now. And if anything, I think that they left these dates as little Easter eggs to get everybody hyped up before the rollout, because it's not like they are massive spoilers or anything. Like, in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't reveal all that much, but it is definitely really weird that this would come out of absolutely nowhere. I mean, last May was the last Ruined update we've officially had, and so for it to all happen now is a big surprise. But with how secretive Steelwool generally is about this stuff, I mean, we haven't heard a single word about the specifics of Ruined yet. I highly doubt that they would just forget to hide everything from the TV site, and if anything, this all seems like it was absolutely done, most likely on purpose. But speaking overall, it seems like in the coming weeks, we are finally going to be getting into what I can only describe as, dare I say, the official rollout of Ruined DLC. And this should also be some good news for the release time, because the last time they did one of these series, it started on September, then the game itself released in December, just 3 months later. And I'm very curious to see if the pattern will be similar, and if maybe the Ruined DLC is already almost done. I don't know, but I'm really excited to hear about this brand new stuff and potentially get a release date, because after all, they did say they were getting things done earlier than expected, so I'm gonna hope for the best. But in 2 weeks, we find out everything, so make sure to subscribe here and get all of the news right when it happens. Subscribe and peace.